positive parents, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about 5 parenting pressures and how to overcome it. So the first parenting pressure I will be talking about is the pressure of time. The pressure of time. So I find a lot of parents are always complaining, I don't have time to parent my child. Now, parents that say this is parents that have not understood their role as parents. So I don't have time is a language of parents that don't understand their role. Okay, and it also reflects that you have poor time management skills. So I like to tell the parents in the positive parent circle that it is a function of managing your priorities. So what do you think is essential to you at this point in time? That is how you manage yourself. Okay, so when you say you don't have time, it just shows that you don't prioritize your child. So when you have that mindset shift, okay, and realize that your child isn't the distraction from the more important work, they are actually the more important work, that pressure of time will no longer be a pressure. Okay, now the second parenting pressure is the pressure of a perfect child. So every parent wants their child to do well. Oh, you say, my child, I want you to make me proud. I want you to do well in your exams. I want you to come tops in your class. I want you to be good behaved. I want you to be obedient. I want you to do well in everything, so that when you go out there, you say, oh, my child is doing well. My child can do this and that. So you are on so much pressure. You're putting so much pressure on yourself. You're putting so much pressure on your child just because you want this perfection syndrome. Okay? There is no such thing as a perfect child. Okay? The moment you realize that, the moment you have peace. Every child is unique. They have their differences, they have their strengths, they have their weaknesses. And that is why you need to understand your child. You should parent the child you have, not the one that you wish for. Okay? Embrace all of your child, everything that comes with your child, and parent them just the way you are. Don't put yourself on unnecessary pressures. All right? So the third parenting pressures is usually the pressure of public opinion. So you are worried about what will people say, you know. Oh, they will say I failed if you're in public and your child throws a tantrum, because you don't understand that that is children for you. So you are like, oh, parents, people will say, I am not parenting my child well. I have failed as a parent. So maybe your child is not doing well, or your child, you know, has so many negative behaviors. You're so pressured. Like, what are people going to say? So whenever your child does something, your first reaction will be, you have disgraced me. I mean, parents, we need to stop doing that. Okay, you are putting yourself on so much pressure. Remember, parenting is between you and your child. You're not parenting for the next person. You're not parenting for your environment. You're not parenting for your relations, but you are parenting your own child to help them to be their best. Okay, so don't put yourself under so much pressure of public opinion. Now, the fourth parenting pressure is the pressure of technology. So in a technology dominated world, a lot of parents are under the pressure of how much is too much. We have technology all around, and how much time am I exposing my child to? What is appropriate? What is adequate? What is relevant? Okay, at what point do I start exposing them to digital devices? At what age do I give them phones? They come to me and they're like, oh, all my friends have their own personal mobile phone. Why can't I have one? You know, all my friends have a tablet. Why am I the only person? So you are under pressure because you are not sure what is right, what, you know, you need to do. Are you going to lose your child if you decide, okay, you don't want to give them a device? And what is actually appropriate? Now, you need to teach your child how to be a good digital citizen. You need to have a media plan. Okay? All of these things I teach in the positive parents community. All right? So that you don't put yourself under so much pressure. You are clear about what your media plan is, what screen policy is in your family, and you communicate it to your child as well, so that you are not under any form of pressure. Now, the last thing I'm going to be talking about is the pressure of knowing the difference between needs and wants. So you are pressured as you are raising your child. What constitutes a need? What constitutes a want? So many parents, you know, they are leaving the more important things and they are majoring on the less important things. So there are things that are necessary for your child to thrive. Okay, there are things you need to do to skill up your child. Okay, some of these things you don't know that they are needs, and so you misplace the needs with the wants. So you are pressured. Am I actually doing the right thing? The way I am parenting, is it what my child really needs per time, or is it a want? Am I, you know, overindulging? Am I doing more than I'm supposed to? Am I, you know, being so permissive and all of that? So it is a struggle for most parents, you know, drawing the line between my child needs this and this is a want, something that I don't have to give my child. But it's for you to understand what are the basic needs of children. Okay, so all of these things are contained in my structure guide. All right, I help you to put into perspective what it is you really need to do so that you are not caught up in the web of all of these pressures. All right, so if you want to have a copy of my structure guide, send me a DM and I'm going to give you details of the structure guide. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, please comment, like, share, and hit the subscribe button, okay? So that you will be notified anytime I share insightful tips about parenting. Until we see again, keep being a positive parent.